Remember that time Universal tried to make you puke?
Today we are talking about rides that make you sick at Universal Studios.
Look out, world. I've got a queasy tummy.
No, I'm just kidding. The simulator rides at Universal Studios.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Oh yeah, welcome to the family.
Fast and Furious Supercharge is a ride based on the Fast and Furious franchise. It's located in Universal Studios in the San Francisco area.
And it is, hands down, the best of the rides that we're talking about today.
The greatest theme park attraction to ever grace our presence. That might be a bit too dramatic, but it is literally one of my favorite rides. It lives in the warehouse where Disaster used to be.
That's crazy and stupid, okay? Universal, I'm sorry. I have to say it. I cannot believe you got rid of Disaster and put this party bus in a movie screen tunnel in place of Disaster. That is stupid.
The story of Supercharged is kind of there.
I can tell you it's a lot of stuff and I still can't really work it out.
You get on a bus, okay? You're on a bus, a party bus.
And the party bus is literally like, 5 for now with another round of shots. Turn down for what? Dun, 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 dun. And I'm literally like, yes, party time. We're going to the party. We're going to the party. And I am ready to party with Ludacris and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, okay?
Yeah, I'll party with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You know me. Should I get my Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hat? I'll be right back.
And the party's happening, and the party is just a lot of people dancing in a line like this. And they're all in a straight line.
The FBI's like, FBI, get out of here! And they're like, and there's this one lady that's like in this dress that is very tight. And she like keeps dancing on her way out.
Cut to Gaston from live action Beauty and the Beast. And he's apparently out for vengeance for his brother, I want to say.
Ow. And then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes out. Well, okay, so the FBI guy has a little handgun and he's like, I have the gun. So, I don't know, he says something like, I have the gun. And then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes out with this huge gun, like big old gun. And he walks out and he goes, yeah? Well, mine's a whole lot bigger.
And I was like, ooh.
And then he says, let's go, Cookie Puss.
Okay.
I cannot believe I just heard Cookie Puss on a theme park attraction, and I'm so glad I did.
You know I don't like to get confrontational, but this is really dumb, okay? This is even more dumb than replacing Twister with Jimmy Fallon, okay? Gosh, how do you sleep at night knowing that you made that choice, whoever it was?
And you're racing now. Now you're racing. I don't know why we're racing, but we're racing to get away from Luke Evans. Rock's fighting some guy over here. He's like got a machine gun. He's fighting.
What's going on?
Vin Diesel is hanging on a helicopter the size of a mid-sized drone.
Now we're moving. Now we're moving.
Ah!
We all made it. Phew. It was a close call, but then Ludacris comes back on.
And he's like, hey, family, family, family. Join the family because family's for family and family looks out for family. Cool.
I do have a special memory.
Every time I ride it, I feel like it's a special memory in my heart.
Because I had never gone to experience Fast and the Furious Supercharged. And the first time I did it, I went on it with Molly, who is a massive, massive fan of Supercharged.
But possibly the specialist is when I made Morgan ride it with me. She had never been on it.
She brought me on that ride like a proud mom with her kid at the dance. She was taking pictures of me getting on for my first time.
And I bet Morgan wore this shirt just for this occasion as well.
Oh, this is so awkward.
We said we were gonna win. Did it mean more to me than it did? Morgan, I know you have a cute dress on, but just, you could put it.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
If I had a Corona bottle right here, I would clink it against the camera.
You could have put up a warehouse on any back street in Universal Studios, back there by where, I don't know, Blue Man Group is, anywhere. A warehouse anywhere you could put a party bus with a tunnel of projection. You didn't have to replace Disaster. That's crazy. Anyway, back to this one. So the coolest part about Fast and Furious Supercharged.
This is not your jurisdiction. It is now, stink pickle.
Now the last thing you'll ever see. A legally required safety video.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons Ride is the Simpsons Ride, and it's located in Simpsons Land, Krusty Land, fictionally, in Universal Studios as well.
It has taken over the space where people might have known Back to the Future, the ride used to exist.
Like, come on, man. Back to the Future? How do you... Oh, Lord have mercy. I need a drink.
I sound like a broken record. Everywhere I go, all I see are the ghosts of what used to exist in Universal Studios, and it really breaks my heart. But anyway, Simpsons the Ride
is another kind of put you in a shoebox, shake you in front of a screen virtual attraction
that has lots of jokes and zaniness that you would know from the Simpsons television series.
Now let me say this, okay? I am a Simpsons fan. I always have been. Since I was a kid watching it, and my parents would tell us to go in the other room, and I'd sneak and watch it anyway, because I'm a bad boy. I play by my own rules. I'm like Bart Simpson. El Bardo? No. L-R-J-O.
Disclaimer, I have never seen The Simpsons. Cue everyone yelling at me. Sorry. I'm not really that sorry though.
I think it's one of the more unique simulators because you go in and you get into these little theaters, and they're really little. They're only like a couple of rows.
And then all of a sudden the ceiling opens and your car goes up on a hydraulic lift up and into
this huge room, and a huge screen is in front of you, and you can see all the other little theaters have risen up too, and they're all like on their own little axes. It is very cool, the ride system.
Pretty much the plot of the ride is we're getting on this roller coaster, and Sideshow Bob breaks out of jail again. Surprise, surprise. He is always breaking out of jail. He must be in one of those fancy Martha Stewart jails, okay? That don't have like no security, because he's always breaking out.
He's like trying to murder the Simpsons and trying to murder the tourists, I think, while they're riding a roller coaster. So he's got like a wrecking ball and a buzzsaw, and he's trying to kill everybody.
Just feels weird in an attraction. Here, come on this attraction and enjoy this fun time.
Why does he want to kill me? I didn't do anything to him that I'm aware. Did I like cut him off in traffic one time when I was busy? I'm sorry if that's the case. I was probably listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks and very enthralled. I didn't mean to cut you off in traffic, Sideshow Bob.
And then you sort of veer off into other rides, and some of them are making fun of Pirates of the Caribbean and SeaWorld attractions, and I think that is hilarious that they reference other theme parks in Orlando.
I would give anything for the Back to the Future ride to come back because I love Back to the Future. I would go on that ride all the time if I could. And yeah, more Back to the Future. Let's bring the Back to the Future ride back to Universal.
Because that's a great film and one I enjoy and would like to go on a ride themed after it because I enjoy Doc Brown and Marty and the whole gang.
Oh yeah, the Back to the Future ride was so cool. E.T. is like the only ride left at Universal. Yeah, bring Back to the Future back. That was cool. Who doesn't love a DeLorean?
That ride was good. Johnny be good. Get it? Like from Back to the Future. Gesture.
This is very exciting, guys. In a few minutes, we're gonna go head-to-head in a high-speed, action-packed race through New York City. You're gonna see it all. You're gonna see Times Square.
All right, Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon.
I don't want to talk about Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. I really don't. This is my least favorite ride I've ever ridden.
Well,
what is Race to New York starring Jimmy Fallon? What Whose idea?
You tell me. I don't know. I don't know what Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon is. I don't know who asked for it. I don't know why this got approved. I also would like this question answered.
I will only ride Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon if I am with friends who have not ridden it, who I would like to see suffer.
I just, you know, you do these shows long enough and you just begin to...
Basically, it is a simulator ride where you are, as you might have guessed, racing through New York with talk show host Jimmy Fallon. It features a lot of in-jokes for people that watch his show, which I believe is the Tonight Show. Yeah, it's the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
It's almost like this fever dream that Jimmy Fallon had. And he said, you know what'd be great? Let's put people into a car, but that's on a weird moving track, but a screen, and throw them through New York.
What a nightmare. That's all I can say. I can't believe this ride exists. It freaks me out on a number of different levels. Let's just start with the fact that it's located over in the New York section.
As a New Yorker, you walk in there and it feels just like 30 Rock. NBC, there's all kinds of memorabilia. It's really cool. Jay Leno and The Tonight Show and Johnny Carson.
And you sit down and then you go on a very aggressively jarring ride around New York City, chasing Jimmy Fallon in a race car.
But while you're going through New York, you see like a shark, weirdly. You go to the moon for a while.
We don't need any oxygen, because I guess Jimmy Fallon has magic. And how did the Roots get up here? How did the Roots get on the moon? Are they racing with us? The last thing I know, they were still in the studio playing.
I say let's focus the whole ride on the Roots on the moon playing Can You Feel It by the Jackson 5. Come on, give it to us. That's what the people want. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
You see that barbershop quartet again. You see the L. You see that character Jimmy Fallon does. That's how I feel about this ride. L.
Who do I think wanted this ride the most? Jimmy.
I think one person and one person only wanted this ride. Jimmy Fallon wanted this ride. Jimmy Fallon was like, hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Fallon. Wouldn't it be cool if we had an attraction themed after me? I'm Jimmy Fallon. That's my impersonation. I think it's very good. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Fallon. How's everybody doing? Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
He always laughs like this.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, you guys. This is mean. I don't want to be this mean to Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're very nice and I think you're very funny. Your ride is not my favorite.
Look, we don't need any more talk show hosts having rides. You are a talk show host, okay? Like, sit down and interview. That's your job, okay?
I don't think they should have rides because I feel like they'd be bad. I just don't think we should give talk show hosts. This is a talk show. I'm a talk show host.
Give me a ride.
Congratulations, guys. You did it. You know I let you win.
Hey, what are you people doing here? Get out before it's too late. They're not a very animated bunch of geniuses.
So, Shrek 4D is a 4D theater attraction that's located in Universal Studios.
Quincy's exhibiting a lot of commitment to her fandom right now with her particular look.
And it's like one of the first ones you see when you walk in because that's what they want you to remember. It's kind of like when you see Cinderella Castle.
Oh dear.
When you walk into Universal Studios, you see Shrek 4D, and it's very jaw-dropping, and lots of people are out taking pictures in front of it. Yeah, that's Shrek 4D.
And this takes place after the first Shrek, like right when it ends. So Shrek and Fiona just got married, and you know who's mad about it? Lord Farquaad.
Because Universal Studios attractions like to deal in murder. The plot is that Lord Farquaad, now a ghost after having been eaten and digested by the dragon.
I think we'll call him John Lithghost. I just made that up. Hashtag John Lithghost. That's funny. John Lithghost.
Would like to murder Fiona so that she can become a ghost, they can get married, and then through some sort of weird post-mortem marriage laws, he will be the king.
I love a 4D theater. Any 4D show is very fun, and then it's just made better by the fact that it's Shrek 4D. But 4D theaters are a blast. Why just watch a movie when you could feel a movie too?
The first thing I think of is how assaulting those chairs are, because you sit down and you're like, this is gonna be Mickey's PhilharMagic, how nice. And like within the first 3 seconds, the chair goes, and you're like, oh my.
And I laughed so hard because the entire theater is doing this over and over again. And it's so funny, I could not stop laughing with my wife and my 7-year-old doing this for like 3 whole minutes.
The pre-show is pretty decent. I think that that's probably the funnest part. You've got the pigs and, you know, they're wrapped in a metal blanket.
It takes place in Lord Farquaad's dungeon, and it has the magic mirror and the 3 little pigs and Pinocchio, and they've all been captured, and Lord Farquaad's ghost is there and Gingerbread is there.
He's a hoot and a half. Not 2 hoots. A hoot and a half.
And there's a bunch of like sight gags all around about like torturing people, which is hilarious. So
who's the biggest Shrek fan in the AllEars cast?
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and her thumb with the shape of an L on her forehead.
Overall, except for Jimmy Fallon, I really like these uni simulators except for Jimmy Fallon. They are all things that I like to ride, even Fast and the Furious, not Jimmy Fallon.
3 out of the 4 are nauseating. The 4th is a classic. The 4th, of course, being Shrek.
I'm always going to pick non-simulator rides over simulator rides because I just prefer the motion. I usually prefer them just overall.
Of these 4, I think Shrek 4D is my favorite because it doesn't leave you feeling car sick. It's more like watching a movie and getting poked and prodded.
Fast and the Furious Supercharge, baby. No questions asked.
It's gonna be Simpsons because it still has the ride vehicle from Back to the Future.
And I remember a time where we didn't travel to Springfield, but we actually traveled through time.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She said, yeah, that's the second verse. What a concept. You could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't start coming. Fed to the wolves and I hit the ground.
Hey everybody, it's Molly. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of RTT. Please make sure to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell for new episodes. If you want more RTT right now, click over here for a playlist of our favorite Universal episodes. And if you want more AllEars, click over here for the secret to having the best day at Universal Studios Florida. Thanks for watching.